Welcome to Just Ask Freeman. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Freeman Owen Jr. He is President and CEO of Financial Sources Incorporated with 45 years of experience serving in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. And to our viewers at home, do you have questions about how to plan for your perfect retirement? Questions about how to be smart when you're making your withdrawals? And what about the best time to file for Social Security? Well, that's what today's show is all about. Freeman, I'm so happy to be with you today and so blessed. How are you?
I'm just fine. Thank you so much. It's really a blessing to be here this afternoon here to discuss, some smart ways to make withdrawals for your Social Security or starting in, and then best time to make withdrawals from tax-qualified accounts as well as non-taxable, I should say, after-tax money. Now, let's begin with the conventional, wisdom about retirement withdrawals.
Okay.
It's being questioned now. All right, first, what you do. You go with your traditional IRA, then you start withdrawing from your after-tax money, and then finally the Roth. Nope. What we need to do is a combination of taxable withdrawals and distributions with after-tax, and can start converting some of the traditional IRA to a Roth IRA, and then finish it up with the Roth IRA. So it's a combination of brokerage accounts and after-tax monies, and then start converting to the Roth IRA if you wish, or use an indexed universal life plan, such that the distributions are tax-free. The death benefit is tax-free, and there's solutions, or I should say there are strategies so that you can transfer wealth to your loved ones because of the new laws of the Secure Act. Withdrawals. With the Secure Act, what happens is that there's categories. Most of the time, most non-spouses, if wealth is transferred to them, there's basically no inherited IRA where the distributions from these tax-qualified plans are distributed over the life expectancy of our non-spouses, children, grandchildren, mom, dad, siblings, and so on. There's a 10-year rule now. So many of our clients, we help them when it comes to transferring of wealth to their loved ones, how to do that without major consequences. Plan for that with this 10-year rule. And even with the Roth distributions and withdrawals, the distributions to our non-spouses. So we have to consider that too. So the conventional wisdom is sort of not into play today because we have to do, financial literacy is a little bit more complex, and you need a professional like myself just to ask Freeman how to take these distributions and withdrawals. And also, we're going to talk about the best time to file for Social Security.
Yes, so important. And obviously, having a tax-efficient strategy, Freeman, I know that you can't stress that enough. So often people think that taxes will go down in their retirement years, but they can often do the opposite without proper planning, correct?
That's true. And that's why I put a little emphasis and more emphasis on the Roth conversion. Okay? Converting funds from the traditional IRA to the Roth IRA can bring you some very good tax benefits. Number one, the distributions are tax-free. Now, here's the caveat. Some folks, before they come to me, have started to take or converting their traditional IRA the wrong way. Here's how. Paint this scenario, audience. $100,000 IRA. They're in a 25% tax bracket. They take $25,000 out of that IRA. IRS taxed to $25K, and you've converted the traditional IRA with $25,000, but you actually have a $75,000 Roth. No. You have to get these funds from after-tax monies. All right, and we talk about, I even have some bonus annuities where some of these funds can be utilized to pay the taxes in the year that traditional IRA is converted. And you don't have to do all at one time unless you have after-tax monies to work with. A lot of folks make the mistake they don't have the monies to pay the taxes on the conversion in the year it's converted.
Wow.
See, that's important. So,
yes,
folks, if you really want to know how to convert your traditional IRA, how to take a 401k, roll it over, or a TSP, roll it over to your own IRA, take control now of your traditional IRA, and then start converting the traditional IRA a little at a time to the Roth. Got strategies for that. Do you want to know how to get those strategies? Just ask Freeman. That's it, just that simple. Just ask Freeman. There's a QR code right there to schedule your complimentary consultation. Or ring us, 833-414-7233, 7233 SAFE. We have the calculators now even to test your tax brackets as you journey through your retirement, as well as the risk factors. And then you could schedule your consultation, no obligation. However, if you have $250,000, $500,000, or $1 million in investable assets, just ask Freeman. Give us a call at 833-414-7233. And now it made it even more simpler. There's the QR code. Schedule your complimentary consultation today and learn how the different distribution methods for Social Security, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, and even index universal life policies that provide an opportunity for tax-free distributions. Distributions is very important. Let me talk just a little bit more before we take a break here.
Please do.
All right. You know, in the accumulation phase, we're younger, we have jobs, businesses or whatever, and we make contributions to the 401k, the TSP, the 403b, all these employer-sponsored retirement accounts, brokerage accounts. We pay Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes. All right, after 25 or 30 years, 35 years of employment, we start looking at distribution. How can we maintain and preserve and conserve the assets that has been accumulated? So now we go into the distribution phase. And folks, we know how to do that very, very well. Been doing it for about 40 some odd years in the accumulation phase. Now the distribution phase. Just ask Freeman. Call us at 833-414-7233 SAFE. And we will show you how, with our Social Security reports, a tax-efficient plan, and with our technology and the calculators that we have for you at freemantaxtest.com, and also Ask Freeman Risk to determine your risk factors. Everything is laid out for you. And all we have to do is you schedule your consultation and would have developed for you again. Social Security distribution, that's important. Your employer-sponsored retirement accounts, how to take control rather than the employer having control on the distribution of your assets, and which you place monies in there for many, many years in those type of vehicles. Now it's time for distribution. And I am grateful, Cynthia, that we know how to help the clients even develop or avoid what we call the tax torpedo.
I want to ask you about that when we come back from the next commercial break. So please don't lose that thought, Freeman.
Right.
To our viewers at home, the number for you to call is 833-414-7233. That's 833-414-SAFE. We know that you have questions for Freeman about how to plan your perfect retirement, how to have a proper tax strategy. You can always visit the website, freemantaxtest.com. That's freemantaxtest.com. Put in a little bit of information about yourself and take a look at what your current tax implication is today versus what it will be if you make a few changes. Go ahead, grab your smartphone, click on that QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. That'll take you right to the landing page. We're going to be back after this very short commercial break, but yes, I want to ask Freeman the question, what exactly is the Social Security tax torpedo and how can we avoid that? Stay tuned.
I focus in on making sure that folks have emergency funds, credit card debt taken care of, no big ticket items to purchase on this journey. I asked them about their health. What role will they play? Do you have siblings? Do you have dependent children? I've had breakout workshops, especially for the young people, so they have financial literacy as they approach even for college. I used to do dinner seminars. I'd invite existing clients to bring people, think about their birthdays and so on. Just people want to know that you are concerned about their best interest, and that works well. It's very, very enjoyable type of work that you can do. And these folks prosper with just a little bit of adjustment to their retirement planning.
Welcome back to Just Ask Freeman. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Freeman Owen Jr. He is president and CEO of Financial Sources Incorporated, with locations in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area for over 45 years now. Freeman, what an amazing show we're having today. Obviously talking about tax strategies for retirement, how to be prepared, if you will. But most importantly, the Social Security tax torpedo.
Wow.
What is it? That sounds scary, and how do we avoid it?
Well, it is kind of scary because 85% of your Social Security benefits could be taxed, depending on your tax bracket. One way to minimize that is we've been talking about converting the traditional IRA to the Roth, where the Roth IRA is not considered, is not part of the provisional income. Our gross salary, taxable accounts, all that's rolled up into how much income that we earn. But again, the Roth is removed and can be helpful in minimizing the Social Security taxes on Social Security. So that's where we do a little bit at a time. Increasing the size of the Roth reduces the chances of the Social Security benefit reaching that, and this is only applicable to married couples, that 85%. Single folks, the torpedo is 50% of your Social Security benefit. And again, the Roth IRA is not included in the provisional income when your tax guy do your taxes there. So the more that we have in the Roth, the greater chance we have in reducing the taxes on our Social Security benefit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So important.
Yeah, I'll tell you, some of this, I can't emphasize, over the years I've seen us, many of us are, again, we have PhDs, MDs, some of the clients are attorneys and so on. Hardworking federal employees, private sector folks, high income people, very well educated, but have no financial literacy. The time I've shared the story where I was a federal employee and a mathematical statistician. You could see that in my little bio there. And, you know, it was amazing how my parents told me, he said, well, Freeman, get an education. My father said, get an education. You have the knowledge. And then my mother said, well, you got to do 2 to 3 times. You got to work hard to get to the pinnacle of your career. And I said, okay, so my sibling and I, we followed that route. But boy, did we mess up in our 20s.
I think everyone does.
We spend, a young professional, you spend money at different events, and you make big ticket purchases. You know, I got promoted. I bought a nice Mercedes. I dressed nice and everything, but I didn't have the financial literacy. I had the education and made the mistakes. And fortunately, with the blessing that I received 40 some odd years ago to get in this, participate in this great opportunity to help others with their financial literacy, well-educated people, high net worth people. But how did the distribution come about? How can they avoid mistakes and avoid taxes taking away or unexpected events like 2008 when the gentleman case study says, I can't retire now.
Right. Scary.
35 to 40 years. Distribution time, got to work longer
Yeah.
and his assets lower. Well, folks, what we do is design tax-efficient plans so that you do not have to suffer with reductions in your investable assets. Just ask Freeman. It's just that simple. You pick up that phone, call us at 833-414-7233. SAFE. You have the QR code there. We've got all the tools. We keep up with technology so that Freeman tax test, you want to know? Go there and we could determine your tax brackets, okay, your risk factors. Now, we don't offer the mutual funds and cryptocurrency and stocks and all these different vehicles that subject your assets to market risk. No, we stay in our lane. You'll see me say that. Stay right in my lane. Safe products that have guaranteed programs, tax-efficient plans. So you have the peace of mind knowing, gee, my distribution, I know when to get my RMD. I've converted a portion of my IRA. I'm no longer part of that employer-sponsored retirement account where I'm subject to fees and brokerage accounts, fees, hidden fees. Even when the market goes up or down or sideways, a big chunk of that money is not seen because it's subject to fees. Well, we don't charge fees. We're compensated by the various companies we represent. And Just Ask Freeman, just kick back, relax, schedule a consultation. Call us at 833-414-7233, SAFE. And Cynthia, there's the QR code right there.
Yes.
Tell them to call us so they understand distribution, so that my viewing audience, you have to understand distribution now. We service those who are 59 and a half on up, who have assets in excess of $250,000, $500,000, $1 million, keeping it safe and your control, and a tax-efficient plan, as well as knowing when to file for your Social Security benefits. Know how to navigate around costly mistakes. How to maximize Social Security benefits. 32% more if you wait until you're age 70. That's 32% more than your full retirement age. And I know Cynthia and I would be discussing, well, what would happen if I need my Social Security benefits earlier?
Ooh, yes. Yes, let's do that when we come back, Freeman.
Okay.
Absolutely. To our viewers at home, there's a number for you to call. That number is 833-414-7233. That's 833-414-SAFE. Freeman knows that you want to ask him a lot of questions about how to plan your perfect retirement, whether it's about taxes, Social Security, RMDs. He has the answers for you. You know what to do. It's Just Ask Freeman. Once again, 833-414-7233, or you can grab your smartphone, click on that QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. We're going to take a break right now, but when I come back, I'm going to ask Freeman, what happens if we need to grab those Social Security benefits early? Stay tuned for his response. We'll be right back.
The work never seems to end until the day it finally does. After nearly a lifetime on the job, you should be rewarded for all the time you spent working. Whether that's crossing off items on your bucket list, learning a new passion, or rekindling the love of an old one. After all, life isn't over when you stop working. It's the start of an all-new chapter. The one where you're the writer and you get to choose how your story will go. A way to achieve that is by having a clear financial plan to sustain your golden years. The biggest fear most retirees have is if they'll have enough money to maintain the lifestyle they've always enjoyed. Having a plan to help protect you against the curveballs life often throws will help to maintain your lifestyle. Call today to get your free written financial plan so you may live every day to the fullest and enjoy the retirement of your dreams.
Welcome back to Just Ask Freeman. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined by Freeman Owen Jr. He is president and CEO of Financial Sources Incorporated, and we're talking all about proper planning for your retirement, tax planning, Social Security strategies. Next question I have for Freeman is, what happens if you have to take your benefits early? I'm sure you're hearing that a lot, Freeman. I need to turn on my Social Security as soon as possible. What kind of guidance can you give those folks out there?
Well, once I find out the reason for the wishing to file prematurely, there's a couple of little things that we can do. Now, usually it's because the company they work for, or they're in a federal position or whatever, there's a rift or so on, they need those funds to carry on because they have the mortgage, they even have child care in some cases, utilities, food, transportation, to even find, if they're laid off or whatever, to find another job. Got a solution. They may have enough investable assets such that we can design for them, here's age 67, immediate income. To not file for the Social Security benefit at that time, fill the income gap. If they're 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, and open the door to their full retirement age benefit. Done that many times. Clients, they're ecstatic. I didn't know I could, Freeman, I used some of my monies here. I didn't know I could get an immediate income in 30 days to carry me right on over and fill the income gap to age 67 or even age 70. Because your husband or wife, you can even have the strategy of having, you'll say, okay, we'll have the spouse take the Social Security benefit at age 62, all right? But have the spouse who's earning the most money have an income gap filled all the way to age 70. Meanwhile, the person that prematurely, the spouse that took the Social Security benefit early, they have income right on up to 67.
Okay.
Right on up to age 70. The higher
earners?
The higher earners have the Social Security. So then they turn on their Social Security benefit at age 70, and that's 32% more. And meanwhile, they fill the income gap all the way up for 8 years with the lower earning or lowest earner, whether it's husband or wife, either one. The solution's right there. Just ask Freeman. We'll do a Social Security report so that we can fill the gap of income, and you don't have to suffer the consequences of filing too soon or remaining on the job, trying to get Social Security benefits at 62 and then taxed, or I should say penalized for receiving those Social Security benefits while working. We have a solution for that. And I always say, just ask Freeman. That's all you got to do.
Yes.
Cynthia always says, take the smartphone and go to the QR code and call us for a complimentary consultation. I like that. I'm going to start saying, take the smartphone, here's the QR code.
Yes.
And call us at or reach us at 833-414-7233-SAFE. Schedule a complimentary consultation. You can take your Freeman tax test. We're going to have a tax-efficient plan for you. Your risk factor for you. Knowing when to take your Social Security for you. Just ask Freeman and get your consultation today. I think what we should do is have the first 10. Now we got 5, let me see, I got 10 folks that called in. Let's have another 10.
I think we should,
pile
Freeman.
it right on, and we can help them, yes. And we have a firm now with agents such that we're expanding. The word is getting out. Just ask Freeman. Our agents are competent, successful, licensed agents that can take care of some of your tax-efficient plans as well as your Social Security. Again, call us at 833-414-7233-SAFE and get your consultation today.
Freeman, one more question I want to ask you is, how does inheriting money in Roth accounts differ from inheriting traditional IRAs? We have about 3 minutes left. That's a big one.
Oh, okay. The Secure Act 2.0, again, I've asked folks, have they ever heard of that? I'll make it quick. They said, no, I've never. Well-educated people don't know the financial literacy, what's behind the Secure Act 2.0. Now, traditional IRA when you're transferring wealth to non-spouses, what happens? Well, there is the non-spouse, children, grandchildren, it doesn't matter, must liquidate the wealth that is transferred them from a traditional IRA with basically a zero balance. Okay. The thing is, that's a taxable event.
Wow. Okay.
Got a solution for that. What about the traditional IRA that is which the non-spouse or spouses are beneficiaries? Same 10-year rule. The difference is that the distributions are all tax-free to the children. So there's the taxable event, which I have a solution.
Okay.
Just ask Freeman, you call us. We got a solution for transferring wealth from that traditional IRA to your loved ones who are non-spouses, and the distribution from the Roth IRA. How that differs? Tax-free Roth distribution. Now, what if you don't take the money? What if our children or grandchildren do not decide, I don't want that money in the 10th year?
Right. What happens?
Just ask Freeman. You better call us. There are consequences, and we got the solutions for it. Give us a call at 833-414-7233 so that your wealth can be transferred to your children in a tax-efficient way, to your grandchildren, to your great-grands, like I have, in a tax-efficient way. Because there's the 10-year rule that is applied to the traditional IRA distribution to our loved ones who are non-spouses, and a different rule for the Roth distribution. So again, just ask Freeman to get your consultation. He'll tell you how. I hope we got those 10 people.
I know, Freeman, thank you so much. And we even opened it up for more people today because we know this information is so important. That number to call is 833-414-7233, 833-414-SAFE. Or better still, grab your smartphone, click on that QR code at the bottom corner of your screen, and remember, just ask Freeman. Be safe, be happy, and be blessed. We look forward to seeing you back 1 week from today. Take care now. We will see you soon.